Um, yeah, your mics are disabled, but if you have any question, please raise your hand and I will allow your mic to share your question. Raju, good morning. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Mr. Nibal. Good morning. First of all, thank you very much for your support all the way through. So I have a couple of questions or maybe support that I need from you. So I will start off. So currently, our EMR system basically doesn't have the batch and expiry tracking mechanism as per our hospital requirement. So since it is a countrywide requirement, right? So which supposed to be enforced to all the pharmacies and hospitals. So
Mhm.
can we have an instruction from use your side or else from Mohab side to put some kind of guideline to the software vendors, okay, especially the EMR systems to have these functionalities being implemented in their current system, okay, so that this can be going forward. Will be a guideline or kind of a readily plug and play kind of an installation for the hospitals also which are going to use. So this is my first
Yeah.
question, and also
Let me address them one by one, Raju. See, the regulation states that the government needs to track medicine across the supply chain. That's the regulation. That's the law. Now, how the industry is doing it, that's up to them. But the design of Tatmeen from the ministry that we received from the ministry provides three different channels to use Tatmeen. Either you use it on the web portal, or you use it on the mobile application, or you connect to it via system-to-system integration, the API that you just mentioned. Now, it's up to the industry to choose which way or which channel they want to use, and it's up to the industry to choose their vendor that has that capability. But in my opinion, I'm just an observer here. We are not the regulators. I don't think the ministry would take such a decision or send such a law saying that anybody selling software to hospitals must have Tatmeen integrated with it. I don't think that will happen. What will happen is you have the three different options, three different channels. The market is open. There are different vendors in the industry that you can look for and find the best suitable solution for your system, for your operation.
okay. So even my second question is also more or less is the same. But sir, is there any way that we can contact Mohap and give our issues? Maybe if we can get any support from them. Is there any contact that we can get from you guys?
Unfortunately, I don't. What I suggest is that if you have a regulatory affairs manager or you have that role, request for a meeting from Mohab Drug Department to be specific, and yeah, meet them and share your questions. However, the ministry organized three or four different meetings in the past with Dr. Amin Al-Amiri, His Excellency, and those meetings were mainly to listen to your concerns. I don't know why you did not participate in those workshops.
Okay.
Most
Okay. So we
probably, I'll tell you, when you registered your trade license with the ministry is keeping one email as the contact email for each facility. And that is coming from the licensing department. So if that email is not updated or it belongs to the PRO company that established your organization, then probably you need to review that and update it so that you start receiving the communication from Moha.
yeah. And so that answers this. So let me check in that way. So if you have any regulatory manager, so that we can directly contact and have a these things clarified from Mohab only.
Yeah, or just go there. Anyone can go there. It's not specifically the regulatory affairs manager, but usually companies, licensed agents, hospitals, they have that role. But if you don't have that role in your organization, anyone can go and request for a meeting. Ministry of Health in Dubai is in Mohisna area. You can just go there at the exception, request for a meeting with the drug department, and they might be able to support you with a meeting.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, we don't have any more questions, but I will keep this call open for the next until 11:30 Dubai time. So if you have any question, please raise your hand and we will address.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Nibal? Assalamu alaikum. Nibal, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry. Wa alaikum assalam. We hear you.
Okay, how are you? I have two questions. One, we used for some time in the past to receive email notifications about the transactions of Tatmeen, and now I learned from another meeting that you stopped sending those emails.
Correct.
Is there any plan to have these notifications back anytime soon, or no?
No, the reason why those email notifications were disabled, because those emails do not reflect. Okay, there are two levels of acceptance of your messages to Tatmeen. The first is the initial response, which says we have received your message and your message has been received successfully. And then there is another level, which is the posting the message on Tatmeen, which means the message was successfully processed. The industry was confusing both messages, and they were assuming that receiving the email would mean that the message was successfully processed, which is not the case. So in order to avoid confusion, we disabled that first email, because if the message structure is correct, it will be received successfully and Tatmeen will send the email. But if internally, while processing the message, Tatmeen found an error, then that the industry would not know that the message was not posted successfully. The only way to do that is to send the message status query. Because of that confusion, we decided to stop those emails, and anyone who wants to know the status of the message, they need to send the message status query.
Okay, for ourselves, in our cases, I'm aware, of course, of the two stages message acceptance from Tatmeen. One stage is the message is just accepted, and second phase is the result of processing the message.
Yes.
We usually received emails for the second stage only, and these emails were useful to know the status. Does the contents of the message got processed successfully, or it has failure? So we didn't receive the first email notification. We just were having the second ones, and it was a great value for us, saving us our time to check on the
second one, Ahmed, the second one was not an email. It's a response once you send a message status query. That is not immediately after sending the message. You need to process.
Yes.
Yeah, that is still there.
Through the API, yes, but not through the email.
You're correct, not through the email. Unfortunately, because of the confusion that email caused to some industry partners, that was disabled.
Okay, so no plans to bring these emails back anytime soon?
No, unfortunately, no. You need to process a status query to know the status of the message.
Okay, fine, thank you. So another question was about a request that we raised some time ago about having some API to tell us what shipments are coming towards our location. Any update if this feature can be added anytime soon?
That will not be an API. That would be in the stock report on the portal. But having it as an API, that might be a good suggestion. Thanks for it.
Yes, yes. We will allow our system to automatically expect and download the and know what shipments are coming. And of course, by this API, I mean that we can download the aggregation structure of the incoming shipment, so we can know what serial numbers are coming towards ourselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me raise it up with the technical team, and if any plans to include it, it will come in due course. I cannot commit to any deadlines, but thanks for the suggestion. It makes sense, and I will raise it up with the technical team.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Nival.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Nasreen, good morning. Nasreen, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I am from Biotech Pharma. I'm not sure my question is really relevant here to be asked or not, but because of urgency, I'm just addressing it. Actually, we are applying for final shipment clearance, and in the payment, we have been asked to pay 0.5% admin fees.
Correct.
However, we are not using Tatmeen portal for the reporting. We are reporting through B2P connection using Honeywell ACT software. So really we have to pay this 0.5% fees, or we are exempted from these fees?
The fees is not on how you are using the portal. The fees is for okay. Tatmeen states, or the regulation states, that all pharmaceutical products, biological products, and conventional medicine must be reported to Tatmeen. And the way since you are importing those medicines into the country, then you have to use the portal to track these medicines and allow the government to track these medicines. That's why you are paying the fees. It's not whether you are using the system directly or using it through a third party. That's not how it is. It's because you are importing medicine into the country, then you are obliged to use Tatmeen. That's why you are paying the fees.
Okay, so this fees is mandatory fees for all the import.
Correct. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for clarifying. Appreciate it.
No, no worries. Raju, good morning. Raju, can you unmute yourself? You have more questions?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Yeah, good morning. Sorry, one more question I had. So can we, download this data of the shipments that we are receiving from the supplier? Maybe this is related to the same question which is asked by one of our colleagues.
No, at the moment, no. At the moment, there's a stock report on the portal that you can use, but that is for your existing products. In the future, we are planning to have more details and provide you with more visibility on the incoming shipments to your location.
Okay, so otherwise we can get a file from the supplier that will contains all the serial numbers and items for the shipment, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sundar-san, good morning.
Hello all, good morning.
Yes.
I am from Hondasoft.
Yes, we hear you.
My problem is commissioning API is getting success with the warning.
Sorry, I couldn't get that.
That means postman collection is commissioning API hitting success with the warning for response. Response message is no business partner for found CGP. Is need this solution, please.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the question. Hello? Hello? If I understood your question correctly, I'm not sure if you're still with us on the call.
Hello, all.
Yes, understand. Yes. Please go ahead.
I am facing the issue for commissioning API.
Okay. What's the problem?
Tatmeen response for no business partner found for the CGP. I need this solution.
That's a warning.
Sorry?
That is a warning, not an error. Correct?
Please share my screen.
No. Is it a warning or an error?
Okay.
Sanderson, I don't hear you very well. Do you mind sending your question with screenshot to onboarding@tatmeen.ae?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And we will reply to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ahmed, you have another question?
Yes, Nibal. I just have an additional comment about the topic of the email notifications. I just wanted to bring to your attention our use case for this feature, so you may reconsider. Actually, we were having a great value of these email addresses since it has the status of the messages. So we configured our emails to filter out the messages and add them to specific folders. So we have a daily report delivered to our doorstep or to our email inboxes about what successful operations has been done and what failed operations. So we can easily track this. So the feature was a great value actually for ourselves. So after I learned from you that the reason for stopping it was the confusion for the industry, I may also suggest that we reconsider the wording of the email message, the wording of the subject, to reflect actually if this is a primary status message or this is a final status message, and even indicate also if it is failing or succeeding from the subject. I just wanted to bring this to your attention, so you may reconsider if the only reason for stopping it is the confusion from the industry.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But we might be sending you the message as success. But after a few minutes, when the message was processed on Tatmeen, it fails. But in your records, it's showing as
Yeah,
success.
yeah.
That's the
I
confusion.
mean here that you can differentiate between a primary status, that this is just the receiving message status, and the final status, if this can be done from yourself, We can
Yeah.
totally ignore the primary status emails and just focus on the final status emails.
But
Those
we
files?
don't send the final status email. It doesn't go. We don't trigger an email on the final status. The email goes only on the primary status. There is no email.
I have emails of the final status, Anibal. I can share this with you.
There are failures on the primary, the first one. But if it passes from the first one, it might fail on the second one.
I get your point. Let me drop you an email to explain
Please.
further, not to
Yes.
take the time of the meeting. Okay.
Hmm?
Thank you very much, Nibal.
No problem. No problem. I think we don't have any more questions. So if nothing else, we will proceed by concluding this call. The recording of this call will be shared on the chat later on, hopefully by today or tomorrow morning. Other than that, I wish you a nice day ahead. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.